This is the best of Makeup Bag Monday thus far. Pretty much the entire month of September into early October. If you're not familiar with Makeup Bag Mondays, it is a weekly series here on this channel every Monday where I test out products for an entire week. Really a great way for me to shop my stash, rotate my makeup, and give products that I might have only reviewed briefly a really good shot and see how they perform in my everyday life. I have about 5 weeks worth of weekly videos, and out of the 5 weeks, this is what I have really loved, I'm excited about, and out of all those 5 weeks, these are the products I look forward to using the most. Let's get started. The primer. I'm not a primer person, but this is the primer that I would recommend if you're on a budget. If you're not on a budget, if you like the Tatcha Perfect Canvas, is it Perfect Canvas? Tatcha Silk Canvas? Or if you like that Tarte one that was in a jar and it was like a putty, this is going to be the primer for you. It is silicone free. It's from Wet n Wild. It's the Impossible Primer. The one silicone free primer that literally I don't know how it's silicone free. It goes on beautiful. It does everything. It smooths everything out. It fills in your pores. It gives you this perfect canvas for makeup to be applied but also to stick to. And it's $5. I think it's a great replacement for my favorite primer of all time, which is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. Out of all the primers I tried, that one was the one that worked really well with almost all of my foundations and base products, and it just made my skin look really flawless even without a product. This is very similar to that, like a fraction of the cost, like a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of the cost. For a face product that I like to use all over the face, this is the Lip Bar Skin Glow Highlighting Skin Serum. This one is in Pretty Penny, and this is more of a bronzy shade. There's also a lighter shade and then a more champagne-y shade. I like using this all over the face, without makeup, underneath makeup, over makeup. It gives your skin this beautiful, healthy glow from within, and it makes your skin just radiate and reflect light beautifully. It's not glittery, it's not shimmery, but it is illuminating. Super, super oily. Maybe you don't like this. I don't know. I'm combination oily and dry. It makes your skin just look healthy and glowy. It's very versatile. Like I mentioned, I'll use it just alone, and I just feel more awake and alive. You are wearing a matte foundation. It's a great way to mix in with a matte foundation to give it more of that luminous foundation look, make your foundation work more for you, especially since foundation typically goes bad before we get through it sometimes. This is a really beautiful product. You can also just pat it onto the tops of your cheekbones for a very subtle highlight look. The brow product I just can't get enough of ever since it launched is the Kosas Air Brow. I talk about it almost every week. It is my go-to brow mascara setter filler. I use the shade Brown Black. The great thing about this is that it has really beautiful fibers in it. It's made out of vegetables, so it's biodegradable. A lot of fibers in our products are actually plastic based, which means it's going into the ocean because it's being washed down into the drain. So it's these little touches that Kosas thinks about that makes me really support the brand. I also love that nourishing for your brows. So your brows will actually become healthier over time when using this. I love the spoolie. It's a beautiful spoolie. Precise, grabs the product but also disperses it well in your brows. This actually has replaced my Boy Brow, which is unheard of because if you know me, I've been using Boy Brow for years. I think almost 6 years. I don't even know how many I've purchased. This is kind of my new Boy Brow, but better. I talk about this every week as well. This is the Jouer Bloom Bronze and Glow in Sunset. Favorite way to contour and bronze up my face. I love the stick formula. It's not super matte, but it's not shimmery by any means. It's very dimensional. So you're not gonna look flat. It's not gonna be too harsh. It's just the right amount for contour. It's the beautiful, beautiful shade for my skin tone. It comes in 3 different shades. There's one lighter and one deeper, so I'm sure something will work for you. I love that I can just draw it on and blend it out. It blends really beautifully. It doesn't mess up the product underneath that you put this on. That is a problem I have a lot with contours, is that I have my full face done, I go into contour, and to blend it out, I end up messing up my foundation or I end up pulling away coverage. So this doesn't do that. It's so good. And the other end is a highlight. Like the highlight, pretty. It's a beautiful creamy highlight, but honestly, I would just buy it for the contour side. Nothing wrong with the highlight. I do use the highlight here and there. But speaking of highlight, here's something that we should all revisit. This is the Stila Heaven's Hue highlighter in Kitten. We used to freak out over this product back in the day on YouTube. I couldn't get my hands on it for months. I finally did, and then I kind of forgot about it, and then I recently went to Ulta and was like, why have I not heard about this product anymore? Beautiful putty-like texture, blends into skin, highlight. You never look glittery. It's very beautifully done. Putty texture is really the first of its kind, a really innovative product of its time. And the Kitten shade is the perfect combination of a cool champagne-y shimmer. So good. This was all the rage back in the OG YouTube beauty world, and it kind of needs another life. We need to revive it. I absolutely love that. This is what I've been wearing the most of. Speaking of Stila, the convertible color in Peony has been my jam. I'll try out other blushes. I'll rotate my blushes around, but I really love Peony. This is my perfect blush. And I love using it on my lips, on my eyes, but this is my perfect blush. The convertible color was, again, one of those OG YouTube days. I never picked up Peony because I was always purchasing the colors of other people that they would recommend, and I would pick up colors that celebrities and celebrity makeup artists would recommend, and their skin tone was not my skin tone. So while I knew I liked the product, I just felt like it never looked right on me. And now, being in my mid to late 30s, as a mom, as someone who's experienced products a lot more, I'm more experienced with color matching myself and finding out which shades look good on me, I reached for Peony. I'm so happy I did because I know what works good for me. Peony is my favorite blush. Most beautiful creamy texture that applies beautifully, blends beautifully, absorbs into the skin nicely, and it also works on your eyes because it's not super creamy or tacky. It does like kind of dry down, but it doesn't dry down to a matte finish. It has just the perfect blend of cream and not. It's the right consistency for a cream convertible color. Love, love, love this shade. So good. So happy I rediscovered Makeup Bag Mondays, because if it wasn't for Makeup Bag Mondays, I would never have tried out Undone Beauty. This is the only product I've tried from Undone Beauty, but I will be getting myself some more. I found this at Ulta. It's the Warm Up Bronzer in 550, and I cannot stop using it. It is the perfect warm up my face bronzer. Beautiful highlights, can be used on my face, my eyes. It's just stunning. The texture of this is beautiful. It's very moussey. It's a powder. Colors are gorgeous. They work really well. You can mix and blend and just have fun with it. Undone Beauty, I think, is like an unsung hero right now at the drugstores. Rediscovered that I love this powder beyond all powders. This is the Kosas Feathery Cloud Set. It's called Cloud Set. I'm in the shade Feathery. It's kind of like this weird domey shape. Don't love the packaging. Aesthetically, I love the packaging, don't love it in terms of function. But beautiful powder that never looks powdery. I don't know how to explain it other than if you hate powder, you will like this powder. If you love powder, you will like this powder. If you have no thoughts on powder, but you just need a powder, you will like this powder. You can use it over your SPF without any foundation or base products. You can use it to set your concealer, set your foundation. You can use it alone. You can use it over your makeup. You can touch up with this product. It is really awesome. I love it. Just go try it. You won't be disappointed. Then let's talk about an eyeshadow palette. This was the first ever pressed eyeshadow palette I purchased from ColourPop. I loved their Super Shock shadows when they first launched. I never tried one of their pressed eyeshadows, and this is amazing. Palette in Nude Mood is my jam. It's basic. It's a warm, beautiful, everyday palette that's gonna get me through pretty much any occasion I can think of that I would need in my life. And it's $14. The pigmentation is very consistent, very smooth and velvety. Very shocking at the quality of these shadows. They're not too powdery. They're not too pigmented in the bad way. They are pigmented just enough so that it's kind of goof proof. I love. Some more eye products. These are the Pixie Eye Lift Max, and I recommend the shade Mocha and Copper. Finish of these are very similar to the Kosas 10-second eyeshadows. Formulation totally different. Kosas is more like watercolors. These are a little bit more creamy and have a little more thickness to it, blended out, and you get the same kind of effect. So Mocha reminds me a lot of, I think it's either Element or Globe, and then Copper reminds me of Element or Globe. I can't remember which one's which. One's a little more coppery and the other one's a little more bronzy. These are really moussey. They dry down. They do not budge once they dry down. You can wear it alone. You can wear it underneath as a base, and they will last you all day until you're ready to remove them. And it doesn't take a lot to remove them either, which I appreciate, because I don't like scrubbing my eyes. I also love that you can just kind of swipe, blend, and go. Very, very quick to create a beautiful look with these. They're very affordable because Pixi is relatively an affordable brand available at the drugstores. Final things I have to share with you are some lip products. This is one of my favorite lip glosses. This is the Sheer Rose lip gloss. I love Pixi's lip glosses. I think they're really beautiful. The pigmentation is nice. It's not sticky. It dries nicely. It wears nicely. You don't get that weird line on your lips or inside your lips. It doesn't have a weird taste. It doesn't have a weird tingle. It's just a really good everyday lip gloss. I was really into lip stains and still am, because I just am. I like things to feel comfortable on my lips. The Flower Beauty Bitten Lip Stains are amazing. I have two shades. Koi is the one I have for you because the other one's in my purse. Really beautiful buildable lip stain. Feels so comfortable on the lips. Wears beautifully on the lips. Lasts a very long time. And they're so affordable. These Flower Beauty Bitten lip stains, highly recommend. And then something a little bit more expensive is going to be the Holika Holika lip stain in hashtag Bay. This one's super cute. It smells like candy and it's a little bit more jelly-like as a lip stain. So it goes on like a little cushy jelly and then it dries down to a nice stain. I love both of these, but if you are on a budget, you will not miss this one with the Flower Bitten lip stain. Both are great, just a little bit different in texture. Those are the best of Makeup Bag Monday Volume 2. I will try and do these every 5 weeks. After I have a good 4 to 5 weeks solid testing, I'll update you guys on those products. I think it gives you a really good perspective on which products to spend your money on or to try out if you're on a budget, and which products you can maybe pass on and maybe not feel so FOMO because of the rest of the internet. So thank you so much for watching this video. As always, if you enjoy my content, don't just subscribe and like. Make sure you share my videos with friends, coworkers, family members that you think might also enjoy my videos. Watch time and views matter, unfortunately, and it is how I'm able to continue to create content here for you. Share away, subscribe, comment, like, all of that engagement does help, but also views are kind of the biggest thing right now in order for my videos to be seen on YouTube. And until next time, I upload every Monday for Makeup Bag Mondays, every Sundays for new beauty product reviews, get ready with me's, and fun things like that, skincare, all that stuff, and occasional Fridays for Facial Fridays, where I take you along to professional facial treatments or perform ASMR facials on my friends and family members. Until next time, have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys right back here on Monday for a new Makeup Bag Monday. Bye!